through number 10 thinking about 11 and 12, I think.
He'll wait.
He's willing to give the round away, but Pavlik isn't doing enough to take it, I don't believe.
It's a textbook way of fighting with a lead.
Good observation there, because that's exactly what he's doing. And if anybody knew what he was doing, it'd be Bernard Hopkins. Going to round number 11.
Bernard got a little redness on his left cheekbone, but other than that, unmarked.
I forgot to ask, guys, what were the final odds going into this fight?
A little bit more than a 2-to-1 favorite, I believe, was Pavlik.
Step back, both of you. Screen, break it up. Break.
Like I said, I believe Hopkins is in that fighting with the lead mode.
Break.
The other thing Hopkins has done effectively here is take the crowd out of the fight.
Yeah, it's
like a funeral. It's like a funeral now.
People are waiting for something to happen.
And it's already happened. It's Bernard Hopkins. He's taking the fight out of Pavlik, and he's taking the fight out of the crowd.
You know, some people right now are saying, I drove 400 miles for this.
Did you expect to hear any booing like we're hearing? Of course, we are near Philadelphia. Santa Claus isn't safe. It's just, you've used so many adjectives, out of sorts, Pavlik maybe overtrained, fighting in a body that he's not used to, maybe falling into Bernard's trap when they made this weight. I'm sure that the elbow theory will rear its ugly head.
Sure it will. But, you know, Hopkins jumped on him early. He turned up the pace. When Pavlik intended to be the guy who was going to fight at a high rate.
Hopkins, that right hand, another right hand. It looks like Pavlik's gassed, guys.
Yep. He doesn't have much in there, and he's just really pretty much on fumes, tying up now. And you know, it's a lonely place in there when you know you need a miracle. And you doubt whether you have it in you.
Well, we got time left in this fight. Anything can happen, but we can speculate afterwards, but you have to wonder if Pavlik would do this again at this weight.
Pretty much guaranteed no.
He didn't look good at 168. He looks even worse at 170 pounds. He continues. This is a message to him, whether he wants to hear it or not, or whether his people want to hear it or not. He's a middleweight.
Yep. Go back down, take a little time off, go back down.
Hopkins gets off first again, and I can guarantee at the press conference, the first words out of Bob Arum's mouth might be, well, might be not a good idea for him to fight at 170.
Watch it, hold him, Bernard.
We come to round 12. And maybe we're looking at a crowning achievement in a great career of one of the best that's ever been in the ring, Bernard Hopkins.
A couple years ago in his building, after he'd beaten Tarver so convincingly and he retired, it seemed like there was nothing left for him to do, and he said there's nothing left to prove. Well, he found something else, and it looks like he will climb that mountain.
Lost a controversial decision to Joe Cal. Oh, big right hand, and Pavlik's in big trouble. Can Hopkins close the show in grand style? Pavlik, how is he still up? And he's barely up. Would that be icing on the cake or what, guys?
What a storybook finale for Bernard Hopkins if that happened.
And now you start wondering about any long-term damage for Pavlik. man who had knocked out 30 of 36 opponents is being dominated.
Let him go. Let him go.
And Hopkins, normally cautious.
Doesn't care.
He's calm but not cautious. He wants a knockout.
Well, Pavlik has given him no reason to overly respect him, so he's cutting loose.
Yeah, look at him, just hold his hands down,
Well,
little wide grin on his face.
He got hit with a little right hand by Pavlik there, and he just
Step back,
smiled.
If he just had turned his fight on at this moment with a minute left in the 12th and looked at these two guys, you'd have a pretty clear idea who won it.
You'd also think it was 1998.
50 seconds left.
This is utter domination of one man over another. Bernard Hopkins. 43 going on 23.
A refreshing new angle.
35 seconds left. And boy, does this throw a monkey wrench into a lot of things in boxing right
Let him
now.
out, Kevin. Let him out. Let him out.
In a good way, if Hopkins could perform like this.
Hey, wait,
Clean break.
almost a perfect fight. In and out, showed different looks. He mugged him, tied up when he had to. A brilliant performance.
It was a boxing lesson from the start to the finish.
That's that, coming down to the final bell. All that's left is to tally it up. Any bad blood at the end there.
That's too bad.
Yeah, that's too bad. Too bad for this because it was a... Wow. The X-Man stands on the rail and faces the press area as if to make a statement like, who didn't believe in me?
Alan Bernstein scores at 119, 106. Steve Weisfeld, 118, 108. Barbara Perez, 117, 109. As we turn the page to another chapter of a boxing legend from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The two-time champion and future Hall of Famer, and now, the executioner.